Hello. How is people doing? Yeah. Hi. New game time. We're playing Myst 3 Exile. We have our notebook for puzzles. Yeah. I've never played Myst 3. I know nothing about it. But, interesting side note, when I was getting the imagery for this, I learned that the game covers had a tagline on them, and that tagline, let me see if I can pull it up here real quick, was a perfect place to plan revenge. So, given how I felt at the end of Riven, do we think we're playing the same character, or are we playing someone else? Are we playing Gen? That would be odd. Anyway, yeah. Atrus and Catherine are kind of on my shit list. But I have no idea what this one's actually about. Like, it's the same stuff. But, like I said, I've never played this one before. I know nothing about any of the puzzles. One little thing I saw for a review as I was skimming stuff, looking for cover art and whatnot, was that people did not like this one compared to Riven, because Riven was a better story or something. I'm like, what story? And that the puzzles were so much clearly puzzles, and I'm like, that's a good thing in a puzzle game. If I don't know that it's part of the puzzle, how am I supposed to solve it? Anyway, let's look at this thing. Hey, look, it's a book. Wow, that's loud. That's real loud, eh? We'll just have that. Fine with all this. What? Can you guys see the little bird shape that's also on the watermark of the book page in this square? No. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that. Because as you can see, it's all about manipulating the monitor settings. They don't actually have graphical settings. I'm sure it'll be fine. I have turned subtitles on. Game's in English. Subtitles are in English. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. New game.
I realized as our group linked back to Dunny that we should not restore the city as we had planned. The once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, testament to the hatred that had consumed them. Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang. Gazing out across the cavern, I decided to write another age, one that would help the Dunny survivors begin again, free from the tragedies of their past. So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me, I put aside that past to write a future. More than a year has gone by since I finished writing Glishan. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to that age with me. And as I imagine Yisha meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are building a new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well. A chance to learn from my mistakes and leave the past behind me once and for all.
God, so loud.
Breathtaking, isn't it? We call it Tamana. We moved here after Atrus finished writing Relation. He wanted us to have a new home too.
Oh boy.
I'm so glad to see you. I told Atrus our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relation, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
Father of the Year, you say? Yeah. Oh. Knew I'd find you again. Dude dropped me in a hole, and apparently we're all friends again.
You know, this trip is exactly what Atrus needs right now.
Well, he could have gone.
Get him out of the house for months.
Could have gone on a journey with
Since he
me.
found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relation should help him to finally relax.
The whole of friendship. Yeah, he could have gone with me on a journey.
I'm sorry. The other door.
No, I wanted to shut the door. Yeah, huh? Tomon, thank you so quickly for responding so quickly to my request for Nara padlocks. As you know, security in Tomana has become an important issue of late. Perhaps I'm overreacting as Catherine suggests, but the idea that someone may have been sneaking into my study reading all of my journals disturbs me. After what happened to my library on Myst, after my own sons, Cirrus and Akinar, destroyed so many of my books, I've come to realize how delicate the link is to my worlds. I've never been able to repair those burned books, to link to each age and find out if the inhabitants survived. The padlocks won't change that situation, but they should ease my fear of trespassers considerably. Yeah, I'm not touching a book in this place. Are you kidding me? Relishan.
Well, my friend, I see you found the Relishan book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. Sorry if I've kept you waiting. Since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relishan. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Relishan, and we'll be off. Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months.
Okay, now I wish I'd looked at the other book. Yeah, right? You already had 2 sons with this man. You decided to have a daughter. Catherine, what are you doing? Actually, we don't know that Catherine was their mother. We assume so. Reading time? Reading time. Yeah, she was named in Myst. I've always feared this day would come. For years, Catherine and I have dreamed of restoring Dunny, but we have dedicated our lives to the task, taking it upon ourselves to locate the citizens of Dunny and convince them to return to their ruined city and rebuild. Our dream has become the dream of so many now, the progress we have made towards achieving something of which we can stand proud, but I know now that it has been a mistake. The city of Dunny should not be restored. It should stand forever in ruins as both a symbol of our past mistakes and a memorial to all who lost their lives when Dunny fell. The devastating events of recent months, the war on Tyranny and the death of Uta in particular, have driven this truth home to me quite forcefully. If we rebuild the city walls today, are we not giving approval to the very illness that destroyed our civilization in the first place? Are we not setting ourselves up to repeat that pattern again in future generations? No, you have the option to not do that. I have put much thought into this tonight and have found only one solution. If we, the men and women who survived the downfall of Dunny, are to thrive, then we must break the pattern of hatred which has destroyed so many lives. We must begin our civilization anew. And we can only do that if I write us a new age. I have spoken with Catherine about this and she agrees. I only hope the others will see it as well. Will these people never cease to amaze me? I thought they would object to my decision. After all, most of them linked back to Dunny specifically to see the city rebuilt. But when I told them why we should not restore it, their response was immediate and unanimous. Whereas yesterday they thought only of rebuilding, today they concentrate solely on salvage. They intend to take from their ruined city only that which is best and move on. Everywhere I look, the enthusiasm for this new task is obvious. It heartens me, even as I face my own monumental contribution. I have written many ages in my lifetime, from my first timid attempts under the tyrannical tutelage of my father. Tyrannical tutelage! Mwah! To my most recent accomplishments, Averon. Never before has so much been riding on my skill. The age I am about to write must be all I ever imagined and more. How am I going to achieve it? Catherine laughed this morning when she saw me drudging out my old notebooks. I must have made quite the picture, sitting near the embers of a fire, surrounded by countless commentaries and journals. Some of them seemed more dust than paper, but the hours I spent sifting through them was worth it. Sorry, copying the sketch because every sketch has always been something. Ideas for what this new age might be are tumbling around in my head. There are almost too many to catch hold of. Obviously, I must choose some starting point as my anchor. Writing ages is a science, a precisely structured equation of words. Every equation needs, as its foundation, an underlying concept around which the age can develop. In the past, I have written my books around whatever idea intrigued me most of the time. I wanted to discover how the age to which the book linked would manifest the results of that idea. Sometimes civilizations had arisen, sometimes they had not, but whether a society had come to exist on the age or not, it was often in response to whatever concept the book I had written embodied. This time, my search for interesting, different sketches. I know I can look at this at any time, but, you know, I am who I am. Toby, what? Concept must be weighed very carefully. I already have the civilization I wish to see develop. I know our history as a people and the paths we followed to arrive here. Today I must write a book which will link to an age that will allow us to continue on our way, growing ever stronger as one people. What underlying concept must this new age reflect that will best allow our civilization to thrive? I fear I must think on this some more. It has taken me some time, but I may have found my anchor. It came to me as I was considering what I know about the survivors of Dunny. We have seen so much tragedy in our lives, from the destruction of the city to the suffering and loss of loved ones due to plague and deprivation. Yet even in the midst of these adversities, my kinsman and I have found the strength to keep going. We have tapped into our individual strengths and transformed ourselves into something much stronger. It is a characteristic I have seen in several of my ages, whenever I focused my writing on the inherent energy sources in a world. Long ago, grandmother taught me that no life, no possibility for life in an age exists without the presence of energy. By tapping into its latent energy sources, an age moves out of stasis. It grows, transforms, and develops. Energy is the underlying fuel that powers all activity. To put it more simply, energy powers future motion. This is basic physics, guys. Yet, as grandmother also liked to remind me, energy in an age takes on diverse forms. Each one has strengths and weaknesses of its own. How many forms will this new age contain? Which type will be its dominant theme? Tomorrow I will link back to Myst, and from there revisit several of my ages. Perhaps in my old worlds I will discover new ideas. I had almost forgotten how painful it is to revisit Myst. In the 10 years since my sons, Cirrus and Akinar, left me trapped on Kavir Island and burned so many of my books, Catherine and I have rarely linked back. I told myself we were always too busy, first with writing ages like Averone, then with searching the ages of Dunny for survivors. I always said we would spend more time on Myst eventually. The truth is, I have been avoiding the age. Seeing the island in its current condition ignites such anger and grief. I'm immediately reminded of the betrayal of my sons, as well as the cruelty and greed with which they plundered my ages. I know I am partly responsible for these acts. I constantly wonder if there were something I could have done to reach out to the boys before. Enough. Nothing can change the tragedies of the past. Like my Dunny kinsman, I must salvage what is best and move on. Perhaps, in the process, I will find forgiveness and hope. You're calling it Grams is the Exile? I don't know. What I know about the Myst story from having read the novels is Graham was cool, but maybe it's different in the games. Who knows when those books actually came out in relation to these? Not I. Once again, I am back on Myst Island, having completed a lengthy sojourn through several of my ages. The trip itself was not as inspiring as I had hoped. The Selenetic age was especially disturbing, but has it not always been so? The very first time I linked to the age, its uninhabited landscape was shaking with tremors. At the time, I felt it was because the energy in the age was unfocused, as if it were at war with itself. Stability finally came, but even after it did, I never truly felt comfortable there. I missed the more natural balance of the ages like Channelwood. Perhaps that is the lesson to take home with me. The Dunny, too, have faced much turmoil in their history. Their lives have been unsettled enough. There are indeed novels. There's a trilogy, which I remember reading years ago, and I remember enjoying it, but couldn't tell you about more than, broad strokes. I don't remember much in the way of details. It could also be the Sons, but no, the Sons' books were burned. Or were they? We don't know what he did with his sons. For all we know, he did let them out of their prison books and send them someplace else. Perhaps I should be striving to offset the energy that already exists within our civilization by providing it with a more stabilized environment in which to grow. An environment in which the natural equilibrium of the world serves as a counterpoint to the upheavals of civilization. The more I consider it, the more I wonder if I should make nature the foundation of this new age. Worlds like Channelwood attain equilibrium quite easily, primarily because of one reason. Nature encourages mutual dependence. As one life withers and dies, it provides nourishment so that another might live. Plants become food for other animals, and the waste products animals cannot absorb become nutrients to sustain the other plants. So long as nothing intrudes to upset this balance, nature can maintain itself indefinitely. That's not true. An interesting metaphor to set as an example for my people. I think I will confer with Catherine on this subject. Her ages always exhibit symbiosis more dramatically than mine. Perhaps she should help me write this new age. Yeah, maybe she should. I'm so tired. I can barely think right now, but I will force myself to stay focused, for I have not written anything in days. The moment I linked back to Dunny, I was besieged with requests for my assistance. Master Tamon wanted to consult over which stonecutters were worth salvaging, and did I think the rock in this new age would be difficult to sound. Oma and Essel needed my opinion about a new history they had uncovered. Should they hold off on starting its translation, or would paper supplies be scarce in the new age? There were so many questions needing answers, I barely had time to see Catherine. She, of course, laughed at my dilemma, saying that I had no one to blame but myself. After all, I was the one who had encouraged the Dunny to start over. Naturally, they would look to me to keep them moving in the right direction, unless some other force stepped in to change that view. Her words made me realize a fundamental principle I had thus far been ignoring. All this time I have been debating whether to make energy or nature the underlying framework for this age, but there is another equation to consider. An age based solely on the future motion of energy will face constant upheavals, most likely at the cost of tranquility, and an age based solely on the mutual dependence of nature can become so balanced over time it may cease to tolerate change. Yet, to continue to grow as a people, Dunny civilization needs both, occasional upheavals followed by periods of balanced stability. Oh no. Oh no. I have seen such situations occur naturally on several of my ages. Each time, it was because I centered the writing around some dynamic force that I decided to make prevalent in the age. Such forces allow the balance between forward motion and mutual dependence to fluctuate. As one concept takes precedence, the other recedes until another force surfaces to change things. As Catherine's insightful comment reminded me, dynamic forces spur change. I am too tired to think more on this tonight. Hopefully in the morning my thoughts will coalesce. Catherine surprised me today. Apparently while I was off visiting my ages, she linked to Myst by herself. She did not say so, but I could tell that her visit had been painful. More than ever now, I am convinced we must find a place to begin again ourselves. Perhaps when I have written this new age for the Dunny, I will put some thought into where Catherine and I might live. I cannot believe I did not see it before. All this time I have been struggling to describe the perfect age of for the Dunny. I have considered and then rejected several underlying concepts which I felt might best set the course for their future, as if I alone should determine how Dunny civilization will grow. In my own way, I have become as egotistical as my father. In truth, I owe this realization to Catherine. Sensing my indecision about the new age, she led me on a walk around Dunny. Salvaging efforts were well underway, with teams of people scouring the ruined harbor district. As I watched my Dunny kinsmen deciding which parts of their culture to retain, I realized they do not need me to determine their future. They are quite capable of setting its course by themselves, regardless of what age I write. This realization has opened my eyes to the best way of approaching my task. I no longer need to worry about which underlying concept, energy, nature, or dynamic forces I should make prevalent in the age. Rather, I must strive to include them all. I must write a balance of systems into the descriptive book, enough so that the Dunny people will constantly be challenged to attain their ultimate potential. As grandmother often pointed out to me when we spoke about ages back on Myst, balanced systems stimulate civilizations. At last I feel I am ready to begin writing this age. Indeed, I am eager to begin and have already come up with the perfect name. I know grandmother would have loved it. Of course, Catherine could tell the moment I turned to her that I had finally found my starting point. I babbled unexcitedly for some time before I noticed the smile she was hiding. When I saw it enough to grow suspicious, she handed me one of my oldest age books. She must have picked it up when she linked back to Myst. Seeing the name Jananan emblazoned on the book cover, I could only shake my head. The one age I never got around to revisiting was the one that might have helped me the most. How foolish was I to have completely forgotten it. I think after I have finished this work, I should take one final trip, if only to help restore an old fool's memories. Okay. Well, that was the book. How do I get out of here? Okay. Ooh. Well, I guess we're chasing a person again. I guess they went up the ladder. Hi. Great. I can't get in. You're not even looking at me. Yep. Don't know what any of that is. Alright, well, purple to yellow. And that first one was red. Ah, I can turn it. Don't know what that's about yet. Sean R. Kaiser just followed. Thank you for the follow. Oh. Ocean wind. Bridge creaking. Lagoon water. Yeah, not knowing what things are about is indeed a feature, not a bug. Okay, so it might... Whoop. What are you? Okay. Just kind of wandering around first. Can I open this door? Oh. Mobile made out of stick figures and fishing hooks. What's this book? More reading. I have done it. I have used his swirling linking book to follow him. I touched my palm to its glowing panel and felt the tingling begin. There was a sudden sickening lurch inside my stomach. Then I fell into the page. This has happened before, I know it. It happened the first time I came to this place, when I followed his murdering sons from Narayan. It happened again when I used his hidden books. And it happened when I finally opened the machine, right before the fog first ate my mind. The fog didn't find me this time. When I opened my eyes, I was alone in a room. I was standing in the home of my betrayers. I couldn't move. I was afraid. I thought they'd know that I had come and be waiting for me, just like they had waited inside this very tusk. I was afraid they would tie me up again, that the poison snakes would strike. But the silence was unbroken. The whole house was still, and without really knowing what I did, I started to search every room, every floor, every cabinet. I found his journals. Atrus' never-ending journals. I found the book that brought me back to this world, the lesson world he calls Jananan. Blech. Oh, Tamara, my love, how long have I been trapped here? How much of my life has been eaten by the fog, the face? See, in the lagoon isn't one I remember ever wearing. The face I see, it's so much older, so much more savage, but it is me. It is Saavedro. Saavedro? And I remember what they did, how they led my people to death. I've returned several times now to Tomahana. I am searching for some sign of his sons. I was certain they would run back to their father, but so much time has passed, so many years in which to forget about my people. Is that what happened, Atrus? Safe in your beautiful new home, enjoying life with your dear wife and family? Did you become so busy envisioning new worlds that you forgot the ones you already created? I must be very careful. I must not let them know that I am free. I will read what journals I can find to figure out where his two sons are hiding. And when I've found the sons again, when I've got the whole family together, I'll bring them down. Atrus and his family will suffer the way I have suffered for years. Sirius and Akinar are not in Tomahana. Every day, I become more and more convinced Atrus's sons are not there. What happened, Atrus? Did you grow tired of them the way you grew tired of Narion? Did you abandon them the way you abandoned my people behind your shield? It does not matter. I can still take revenge against their father. Now that I am no longer stuck on Janaman, I can avenge all the dead in my world. I have already reopened his other books. I have begun making changes in those worlds, using his own lessons against him. There is still much more work to be done, but eventually I will lure him into this tusk. I will find some way to make him follow me here from Tomhana. For now, I will concentrate on the Orbiter. It is not a natural part of its world. The material that creates it is like nothing I've seen. It reminds me just a little of the shield, and if it is the same material, it can't be damaged. But perhaps I can damage the other devices. Okay. No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he's brought them back. He says he's given his Denis brethren new life. But how? How can one man have so much power? How can one man's writings reawaken a dead world? I don't know what this means. By all that is sacred, Tamra, what can it mean? It doesn't change a thing. I can still continue as I planned. I can still seek revenge for my people. I will make my enemies suffer. By the weaving, Tamra, this changes everything. I have found a way to reprogram his scanning device. It requires scavenging parts from another mechanism in the tusk. But I think the gears I leave can still be operated by hand. It is finished. All is ready for Atrus's arrival. Tonight I will sleep among the ghosts. Then tomorrow I will link into Tomahana. When I link out, I'll be carrying his book. May the spirits of my people serve to guide me in this. Okay. Tomana. Look, I'm going to go ahead and say it. To anyone who ever names anything, for the love of everything, make it pronounceable. Write it phonetically. But what if you just scribble instead? Please don't. Aha. All right. Sketches time. It's bottom, middle, middle. Disconnect that from the gear. I managed to luck into what that gear is supposed to be, apparently. And then the last one is all right, sketches in the notebook ready. So, easy one was this one. We want it disconnected. Then this one. Like so. That one like that. And then this one. Sure. Yep. Okay, but I don't understand what this is for. Like, I don't think it actually matches this sketch very good in his book. Okay, I need to have 2. I think I see now. 2 with the single rings pointing in, 1 with the triple. Single, single, triple. Okay. But what is the orientation of that? Like, it doesn't give me a very good idea of, like, is that supposed to be the bottom of the page is the one closest to you? I guess that would be this. Does it do something to the elevator? I don't know what the purpose of this was. No, this just lowers me back down, doesn't it? Dang it. Skip the cutscene. And he teleports away. Cirrus and Achenar. The walls run red with steam and strangling branches. I see their bloated faces laughing at everything. I remember how they lied. I remember what they did. They brought me here to die. I followed them. The lattice roots were black from too much overgrowth. Puffer spores floated up in the hot steam and burst. No one was there to guide the spores to the branches. No one was waiting to perform the ritual weaves. The fighting had torn my people apart. They didn't care. They didn't care. They wanted Narayan to die. I have done it. I have used his swirling linking book to follow him. Oh, I see. This is just added to my thing. Just a new Yeah. I I skipped a cutscene? Woo! I love it. Look. I found his journal. He said he messed with the elevator. Oh, great.
My sons, I promise to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must fulfill.
Hello, Atrus. Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys. Your sons, Atrus, Cirrus, and Achenar. Of course, they're not so little anymore, not so innocent. I thought a lot about innocence these last few years and what happens when it gets lost. Worried about relation? I have it. Worried about friends, relatives, people you can't get back. I know just how you feel. But if you want to do something about it, you're going to have to open this device. And there's just one problem. I've changed the 3 symbols that do that. So if you want to reclaim relation, you're going to have to take your own class. Find the 3 symbols, Atrus. And don't keep me waiting forever.
I mean, he just told me that there's 3 symbols I'm supposed to find. Well, I don't know if that's anything. I don't know. Something like that. I don't even know if this is the right thing to do. There's the window. Well, unlock the door. Eh? Okay. So those look out of there. Hmm. So I guess maybe I need to go trigger the elevator again so I can watch this cutscene? I don't know. Too late. Too late now. Hmm. I feel like there's another part of this that I'm missing, though. Okay. Whistling rock? Okay. So that device probably unlocks this door somehow. Well, it does something. Okay. Shock. Can't see anything that way. But if I want this to blaze light at green over there, it is, technically. But do I instead want it to go to red? Because I don't even know how I access green yet. Haven't been up there. Nope, that's going by the tusk. That doesn't help anybody. Okay. Puzzling, puzzling, puzzling. There used to be one here to redirect the light to there, didn't there? Interesting, interesting. Okay, yeah, we didn't go this way because we went down before. Could we go down the stairs, please? Alright, that goes to red. Man, that noise is awful. Okay. That's going back to purple. Okay. That's hitting that one all the way over there and doing something. But what? Okay, it's making a color wheel. Not sure what that's supposed to have accomplished for us. It's definitely done something. But what? Yeah, okay, so this is not helping me. Did I really need to see that video to know what the heck I was supposed to be doing? That'll be disappointing.
My sons, I promise to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must work.
Hello, Atrus. Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. What could I possibly need to do instead? Like, if it's just a matter of I don't have these things pixel perfect, I'm gonna be real mad. Hmm. Oh, it doesn't just ram through the door? There we go. Alright, did that open up one of these? At least make progress? There's no floor. I have another sneaking suspicion now that I've got the door open. Haha! Ah. I see. Okay. Now I see what the puzzle is. Because the cameras have these, so let's go back. Okay. Do it this way. North, northwest. Second one is east, southeast. Third one is south. Fourth one is west. Might as well look at the rest of these and see if that tells me something. First one is again north-northwest. Second one is west-southwest. Third one I'm going to say is probably south. Last one is southwest. I don't even know that I can put those marbles in those locations, but we're going to try. Our last one is the feather. I don't know what to call that. Seed pod. Hook. Leaf. So it's going to be south-southeast, east, south. I said east and I meant west. Yeah. Double check these again, because now I'm worried that I got the rings mixed up. But no, north-northwest. Okay. Let me get this one backwards. North-northwest. Okay. Well, let's go see if that gets us somewhere with the one, at least. The lantern, as I've marked it in my notes. Nope, that is the ladder. Thank you. Okay. North, northwest, east, southeast, south, west. I'm a goddamn genius! Amateria, or Amateria. Well, that's great. Let's see. Can we figure out the other ones now? Oh, these are buttons. Ah, what color does the light go through in? Light order. Okay. We can do this. I'm going to get this door open. Alright, it goes yellow. From yellow, we go to blue. From blue, we go to green. Green, we go to red, I remember. Just verify that. Green, red. Yellow, violet, red. Yeah. Yeah. And then from the red to the final. Okay, so yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, violet, red. Smartest man alive. Alright, this one is south, southeast, west, south, east. The Voltaic Age. Well, anyway. Oh. Okay. Hmm. This isn't so bad. Now the question becomes, how do I get out there? I feel like it has something to do with these. Hmm. Okay, there's something with this plant. Hmm. It's something to do with manipulating this plant with sounds. But what? Like, is it that I need to get certain sounds to play? Hmm. Huh. Is there something in this journal about... Hmm. Now, this is a confusing one to me, because it just seems like I should be able to get access to this one. It seems to me, looking at it, that it's something to do with this. And yet... Huh. I'm just kind of at a loss as to what I'm supposed to do about that one. Maybe... Can't reset that anymore. That also stays open forever now. Ooh. Can I go out here? Okay, here's something I wasn't doing before. Hello, small animal. That's what I need to point the flower at. Haha! I just hadn't seen all the stuff yet. All right. North, northwest. West, southwest. South, southwest. Adana. Big ass tree. Interesting. No symbol on the back of this door, eh? But sort of a weird pattern on the floor. I don't know if any of that's relevant. Let me out of here. Let's go look at the other places again one more time and see if there's any more fun symbols just hanging out. You make me unlock it every time? Oh, that's just rude. Ah, it is the same symbol that's on the back of the door on the floor. Okay. So I should go down to the other one and see if there's a symbol on something. Alright, but I can't shut the door. And the floor is destroyed. Okay. Well, geez, we've been going 2 hours already. I gotta take a break. Gotta take care of the dogs. We're gonna save because we haven't done that yet. Tusks open. Open. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. Okay. Dogs have had their evening constitutional. And now we continue. Huh. Well, I guess we go to Amateria because we're here. It was the first one we opened. So, who's ready? Oh, good. Uh-huh. Yeah-huh. Ah, well. The book to Jen in. Where does this one dump me? Back inside the room I was in. Okay. Cool. Man, Atrus really does like his volcanic basalt. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know what the purpose of this entire thing is. Some other kind of puzzle that I will probably learn about later. Ladder. Ooh. What? Okay, that doesn't do anything. This just drops. Okay, so it just resets. Okay. I don't need to watch the video again. Oh, you're going to make me watch this one, though. I can't skip this one. Okay. Interesting. What I want is for it to go into the middle and out to the right. So in order to do that, but I think this is just going to do the same thing again. The ball is going to go up here. It's going to go down. Yeah, what I need it to do is not that. But I'm not sure how to make that happen yet. We're going to find out together. Ooh, papers. Focus, Saavedra. You must not let the fog come and swallow you. There are long spells, I think, days, maybe months at a time when I can't remember what I've done. The fog rolls so thick around me, even if I hold my hand in front of my eyes, I can barely see it. I strain and strain and strain, but nothing sticks. I think his sons came to visit me twice on Narayan. The first time Atrus asked me to meet them, he told me they would come through the book. He says they will not understand how your words fit together, but they will use them to open the shield. Narayan, he says, is where their lessons come together. Narayan is the sum of what they must learn. I remember Tamra was carving a spirit mask into the tree the day the boys arrive. She tugs my sleeve to get attention, points at a glide ship in the sky. I am shocked by how young the boys appear. They look so much like their father, yet they are different somehow too. They're more impatient, and they are angry not to be treated like men. I take them to our home. I tell them I will teach them how to care for it. I say together we will encourage the lattice tree to grow tall. They ask me why they have to work so hard. They tell me, no, Saavedra, that was later. That was after Atrus took them away. You know this because when you see them saying these things, they are older. Their faces have become angled and hard. They have grown up into men, and something dark is in their eyes. They tell you they've come back to fix Narayan. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's some more missing pages in there. Okay, well, that's not helping any of us. There must be something I'm perhaps not understanding about this. And that's fine. Oh, look, it's the... Sorry, I just had a thought. Can I manipulate anything else on this? No. Okay. Let's go back the way we came. Okay. Ooh. Cirrus and Achenar? Ah. Oh boy, this is gonna be... Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what the goal is here yet. I think the goal is to come out this way. Oh, this is the place where I started, but I didn't know that there was a ladder there. Now I do, so that helps. Oh, goody. Okay. Okay, that doesn't really help me any, does it? Ah, more pages. My attempts to produce a carnivorous hybrid have had limited success. I thought I was making greater progress, but the life that grows in the forest isn't like the plants on Narian. It's much more tenacious, less susceptible to grafts. Perhaps if I try mixing in species from the swamp? No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he's brought them back. He's given Denis to his brethren. Okay, so this is still this. Ah, wood, glass. wood glass. Something like that, maybe? Huh. This does something. Okay.
Downstairs. Now. Toby, go.
Okay. Okay. I have no idea if I'm going about this in the right way. I'm just kind of guessing. Oh, that's pushing down on that. All right. Let's see. Balance test. Okay. Okay. And then it's bottom. So I need a wood and a glass, and then I need to see it from the other side. Where do I do that from? Somewhere over here, maybe. It looks to me like it's 3 more wood. Which is only 2 more. So there are, and 1 glass. There was a scale back in the lab in Jananin that was telling me something about this stuff. I may need to go back and see what the weights were. Why would that going there send it up? Alright, we're gonna actually go back to Jeanette and look at the weights. That's clearly what I need to know right now. And there were scales that told me things. I just can't remember what the balance was. I think it was 1 glass for 4 wood. Yeah, 4 wood for 1 glass. And then there was another scale over here. And then 4 glass equals 1 metal. So if it equals 4, 5, 6, 7, the whole ball on the one side equals 11 wood. So it's a unit weight of 11 units. We know we have to use up 4 units. So we need to come up with 7 units. So 7 units. Let's see. We want no metal. Oh, we can't balance it that way, though. We have to adjust the fulcrum. going to want the fulcrum all the way to the left to lessen the weight of that one. Got to do some algebra. Basic algebra. It's been too long. Fascinating. Oh, what's this do? Huh. Why would I like seems rude. So one metal is 16 units. One glass is 4 units. And wood is 1 unit. Gotta move away from this fly. It's driving me just a little bit crazy. Huh. Huh. Now I guess the question is that This is a balance. This is pulling this side down. It's currently pulling it down with a 4. So we need to come up with 7. Or if we make it, can we get it to 14? No. Yeah, we have to counteract 7 units. So, two and one on the short side. 2 versus 1 on the, or yeah, 2 on the short side, 1 on the long side. So if we double this side by moving the fulcrum closer to us, we have to come up with 14 units. We can't do that. We come up with 16 units. Except there is the weight of the ball that joins it. Does that get held against us? It looks like it's an all-glass ball. So it would be 8 pieces of glass. So it would weigh 32. But I'm hoping that the game isn't asking me to keep track of that. But if it is, am I just thinking about this all wrong is the question. Doubles its weight, makes it 22. I need to come up with 6 more. So, a glass and 2 wood. Didn't I already do that? $18, $22. Okay. Think I've got it right now. Nope. Too heavy. Oh, fuck. Okay. I did the total weight again. So, our total weight on the other one is 22. We're subtracting 4. We need 18. So, it's a metal and 2 wood. No glass. We hope. Hey! Now, where did it go? Okay. And then that gets us... Alright. Well, that's that one. Cool. One down. Whatever that means. Okay. What the heck? Oh, there's this pillar. Okay. So, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Is that it? Point, blank row, 3, outside, outside, 2 in the middle. Hey! Okay. That's 1. Got it. Alright, so that was one of these things. The fact that you're going to make me do it every time is kind of annoying, but sure. Ladder. Okay. So this is another puzzle where we've got to sort out exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Goes through there. Alright, it gets disintegrated by the first one of those it goes through. Okay. All right. Call this the gates, I guess. Sound. Puzzle. All right. So it enters through here. Exits through there. So, not saying I understand this because I'm pretty sure I don't. But enters through here, passes through the center, that's this one. That sends it up to here. Comes through, goes straight through to there. Then it loops back over to here. It's the one we start at. So that's this one. Well, this one's pointing the right one. What am I confused by here? think this one's that one. So confused now. Like, I'm all twisted around. Alright. 1 comes straight through to this one. Or should I be setting them in order? I'm not clear on what order I'm supposed to be setting them in. It is a little confusing. I see what they want, I think, right? They're suggesting the sound waves are what's breaking them. I believe. But I'm not sure that that's the right sound wave. And then this kicks us down here. And, like, we don't have a choice. We're absolutely going this way. Alright. That puts us to this one. Maybe what it is that first one's actually this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's what I've got wrong here. Ooh, wrong way. Because then we come across. Yeah. That's what I think it is. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this gets kicked this way. Like, what I'm not clear on. Like, the part I'm not clear on is if that is indeed the order it's supposed to go in. Let's see if I set it up. But also there's these buttons. So, like, is it 3, 1, 4, 2, 5? Nope. That's not it. The ball going past those is what sets them off. Right? But I can't interact with anything here. Oh. It wants to know which one of the buttons those are supposed to be pointing at. So it needs to be first button is pointing at 3. So at 3, point at 1. At 1, point at 2. At 4, point at 3. At 2, point at 4. And 5 is 5. That's what I think is supposed to happen. Maybe. Maybe I've got it right. Let's, I wish there was a faster way to get over here to do this manipulation. I don't like this part. Just because it's a lot of clicking for no purpose. Okay. So, at 3, we want to point at the first one. At 1, we want to point at the second one. Third one. Fourth one. And this one's already pointing to the fifth one. Okay. Let's see if I got this. Ha ha! Goddamn genius! Yeah, second bridge. Okay. Now, blue. All right. That's 2. But if I recall correctly, it looked like there were 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and there is a third one. So where's the third puzzle? Precious? Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Okay, so there's nothing else to do with these. Hmm. Hmm. It is different. Somewhere there's a third one of these friggin' marble courses that I gotta do. But I've only seen one more set that makes me, or one more location that makes me think of that, and it's not accessible, near as I can tell. There's that one out there. Ah! Ha ha! Okay. Okay. Oh, geez. It's 11 o'clock. Hmm. uh... And then... Oh, that's not it. Okay. That's the one it starts in. Okay. I just want to see what these do. Okay. I see. Where do I want it to go? I only get 3 jumps, is what it's telling me. So I need it to go... Where am I trying to get it to land? Let's go back down. Maybe that'll tell us something. Aha! We want it to go back that way. Alright. So we want it to go right back there. So what we want is it's going to start here. And then it's going to go... 6. But we don't have a thing for 6. So we can go 1. Flip it right into an empty one. That ain't going to work. Well, maybe it would. Let's just see exactly what happens here. It goes 1, when it hits bottom, it launches. Then it goes over. Then that one rotates. Okay. So, just trying to think of this in terms of the rotation now. It starts left bottom. It can move clockwise. When it hits 2, it can't launch. Since it's never done it when I had nothing in there. So I can either launch on 1, which puts us someplace. Not 2, or I can launch on 3. Puts us there. Then this rotates. Does this rotate counterclockwise or clockwise? I don't remember. Alright, so we go 3. Launch. Verify that. I'm gonna brute force this one, I think, in some ways. So it's gonna go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Launch. Alright, this does go counterclockwise. So we want it on the top white. Okay. So top white, top white. Baby, baby. Wait, do I want it on top white? Better take a look. Okay. I think I screwed this one up. I think I wanted to be on the upper right blue. Now this is going to go 1, 2, 3, and launch to an empty one. I wanted to go on a 4. Okay, so... Did I want to go on 4? No. Okay. What I want to do is go on 1. Go to there. Then I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That ain't gonna work. I want to go 1, 2, launch, and then I want to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There. What did I say on this one? It's gonna go. I think that's right. No, I got it off by 1. Okay. So... Whee! Pull the lever! One, two, three, launch. What? 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 That's not the one I want. Is it? Damn it! I want that one. That's the one it comes in on? Oh, of course it is, because it comes up and then hooks and then launches over. Okay, okay. Well then, can't I just... 1, 2? No, can't do 2 because it's the automatic success. Okay. So, if we go 1, launch. 1, 2, launch. We don't have enough if we do it that way. We don't have enough space. Right. 2. So we go 1, 2. No, I didn't do it. Wait, why did... Okay. So... if we go to 3... that's not good enough because we don't get back to anywhere. I didn't want to do that. How do I do this? Comes over. We launch at 1. We launch. To no, we need to launch at a different location. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is that how I do it? Yeah. 4, 3. Nope, that was why I thought that was going to work. Why I thought that was going to work. One. No, that's not going to work. One, two, three. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I hope I have that right this time. I screwed up the count. No, I didn't. I got it right. Oh, thank gosh. Whee! I did it! Took too long, but I did it. Okay. And a green border this time. All right. Now, where's my lever down again? Oh, literally right there, Pen. Oh no. Oh good.
What's the matter, Atrus? Can't remember how things work? Yet you explained this class so well when we first spoke of it in Orion. I want Cirrus and Akinar to learn everything they can, Savidro. First from Amateria, Idana, Voltaic, and finally from Narayan. When my boys come to see your people, I want them to see Narayan's traditions at work so they can see how civilization can balance an age. Do you know what they did when they finally came to us? You never came back. After class was over, you took your boys away, and you never came back. Cirrus and Akinar did.
I just want to be clear. We are not Atrus? Where the hell is that bastard?
What's the matter, Atrus? Can't remember?
Oh, this is a terrible idea. Oh. I don't know what the goal is here. Those two don't do anything. I don't know. I see. Okay, the blue button puts everything away? Oh. No, we put myself in a glass sphere. This seems like a bad idea. I mean, I must have gotten it right, I guess. Except the bridges aren't up. Oh. Apparently they are up. Oh. Well, if they're going to sketch them for me... Huh. I guess that was the first one. Done. Good for us. Let's save. Yeah, okay, good. Ooh, boy. Well. More puzzles. We'll figure out which one we're going to do tomorrow night. But, hey. Put a couple pages of sketches in the old notebook. Trying to figure some of that out. Well, I hope you all had a good time. I had a good time. I'm gonna drop this all into the YouTube and call it a night. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I went and I got a glass of water because I couldn't find my water bottle. I found my water bottle. It was right here on the shelf where I put it. Anyway, Thanks for hanging out. See y'all next time for more weird logic puzzles. Bye.